Scene 1, take 32, and action.
So after the last internet cancer not doing so well, I decided to take a step back and put a little more effort into this series. So if this episode doesn't do so well, I'm gonna kill myself. Roll the intro. So as many of you may know, the first episode of the series was all about nice guys. Which out of all the things I could possibly cover on this show, nice guys will always be my favorite subject matter. So after the second episode, which was Nice Girls, this lovely gentleman proposed the idea that I may have incels and nice guys mixed up. So today we shall take a look at both of these memes and play a little game called Compare and Contrast. Do you feel like you're in middle school again? So after researching these two groups for hours, days, even minutes, I went from finding joy in their countless fails to kind of pitying them. Now the mentality with both incels and nice guys is they just don't get it. They don't understand that their lack of sex derives from their incredibly sexist nature. They look and they look, researching the art of women on Pornhub while stroking their beef stick, and yet they still don't understand that a simple milady just doesn't quite do the trick. Listen man, I get it. I try at family reunions constantly, and all I get is you're a disgrace to this family and I knew I should have gotten an abortion. Okay mom, you don't have to be such a cockblock. I know what you might be thinking. But what exactly is the difference? Well, the difference is a little blurred. Incel is more of a broad term one could use to describe someone who is completely filled with resentment for women, where nice guys are described for their specific actions, saying, and overall stature. Most importantly, nice guys blame their lack of sex on being nice. This also underlines a pretty big difference. Incels blame their zero sex life on things like being ugly and women as a whole, instead of just being nice. The incel mindset is based off of more superficial centric things, but of course, like everything, it gets a little more complicated than that, and of course there are exceptions to every rule. Now, incel is short for involuntary celibacy. Now, if we break that down and analyze it for a bit, it'll reveal quite a bit about incels. Involuntary, implying that it's against their will, and celibacy, straying from sexual nature. So being an incel is all about against the will abstinence. Now, another name they go by is love shy, which from what I gathered, love shy is more like the tamed version of incel, and incel is like the extremists of the group. I feel like there's too much education and not enough comedy, so in the art of comedy, I'll give myself an on-screen vasectomy. Right, so moving on to nice guys. I explained a lot of qualities of nice guys in the past, but basically they're an incel who blames their involuntary celibacy on being nice, exclaiming that they can't get their millimeter Peter wet because they aren't a total dick, or as they like to call it, a Chad. And honestly, I can vouch. Just last week I made a girl breakfast in bed and she yelled at me. A simple thank you would have sufficed, but no, you had to get me charged with breaking and entering. You're aware that that's permanent, right?
Okay, so what I'm learning here is that incels and nice guys are pretty much the same thing, but nice guy is a noun and incel is an adjective.
That's right, young child I keep locked in my basement. You know, if you contribute more like that, I would probably feed you more. One thing I realized with both incels and nice guys is their annoying need to be intellectually superior to everyone on the planet. It's always a competition to see who can explain the depth and complexity of a Rick and Morty episode with the most articulation. I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I win second place almost every time.
I talk fast.
You gonna talk fast?
Yes, I have to come off as intelligent as possible. This is an ego thing with me.
Do you hear that? It's an ego thing. And this is a consistent pattern in every single incel. Now that clip you just witnessed is taken from a documentary about incels. And in this documentary, they show a website where incels can interact with each other and complain about vagina?
Reminded me of the thread, I'm terrified of female genitals. I totally forgot about that.
I just don't like looking at them.
Now, if you want me to go over this website, just express interest in the comments below. I'll do it in another episode, maybe. You know, this documentary is actually what made me start pitying incels. Or at least the incels in this documentary. Trust me, my pity disappears every time I see one of those freak out memes. So I feel like I finally talked about them enough, so we shall take to Reddit, as is tradition. I'm only gonna consult the nice guys subreddit, considering they're pretty much categorized the same thing, and the incel subreddit doesn't really have anything good. Have fun at work when you go. Let's have fun tomorrow. In my room. No. Come on, you could be my little furry. No. Yes. No. Yes. I refuse. You aren't being very nice. Heart breaks. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't care. Wow, this again. Okay, I'm sorry. It's whatever. I'm just nobody. Just here when you need me to make you happy. No, I want to be friends, but if I don't get sexy with you, I break your heart? Why can't we just talk and hang out? Nothing sexy, no mind yours, any of it. I hate when you get like this, because I don't know if you're the nice guy I've been talking to, or a sex-driven ass. Hi. 1 minute we're fine talking, and then the next, all you want is sex. The mall or somewhere else like that was fine, but then you wanted me in your room? Fine, I'll just leave. Bye.
I felt humiliated and suicidal in college. It seemed like my personal failings were on display for everyone to see. I'm not all that attractive. I have a speech impediment. I'm not good socially. I saw other guys having romantic success and I felt a lot of envy. I concluded that women owed me something. They owed me a chance, and I was angry when they weren't giving it to me. I'm ashamed of it now. During that time, I formed a lot of bad and hateful opinions. I joined incel communities on 4chan and Reddit. I found a lot of men there who felt just like me. The community provided a pseudo-scientific justification for hating women. It let us feel like it wasn't our fault. We stroked each other's anger and it felt good. Honestly, anger is just very addictive. You want to feel angry when you're suffering. It gives you adrenaline. It gets your endorphins going. It's a release. It's a substitute for what we're missing.
Men like women with curvy bodies. You look fine, but you'd look a lot sexier with some more body. Some more body? You're just a touch too skinny. Add a little more, men could grab onto, and I don't think anyone could resist. Do you think before you speak, or in this case, write? That was so unnecessary. And for your information, I love my body and I would never change it for a man. Nobody's trying to give you a compliment, no big deal, but it's fine, whatever, enjoy your body. And I'm only a bitch to thirsty creeps like you. I wasn't thirsty, but nice try. I was actually trying to be a friend to you and treat you the way a woman should have been treated until you started treating me like But it's cool because I know that 50% of women nowadays are cheaters, druggies, users, and everything. I forgot liars. Yup, that's me, alright. 100% got me. Don't expose me now.
I'm building up courage.
So, are you up for a date with the nice guy, my princess? Nope, sorry, I already have a boyfriend. Please don't call me your princess. Listen, you fool. He'll rape and hurt you. You need a nice, sweet guy like me with feelings. I will be your sweetheart in this life or the next, whether you like it or not, m'lady. Please stop. I'm not gonna throw a chair to the ground. But, why? Your boyfriend must be a douchebag with no class. I am a sweet guy. Sure, she was 13, but I'm telling you, that body was at least 25. Hi, welcome back. Wasn't that a nice fun ride through the minds of these creatures? So, hold on, let me take this. Yeah. Really? Now. Yeah, okay, sure, yeah, I'll tell them. So I was just informed that girls actually do like nice guys, but if you complain about them not liking nice guys, something tells me you're just not as nice as you think you are. Anyway, I'm gonna go slay some pussy by giving creepy compliments on Facebook. Hope you enjoyed this episode.
Late night, my shoes are worn. In a diner, 2 in the morning. And I wonder, what will I do tonight? Cup of coffee and a cigarette more. Clock above me reads 2:04. In the night owls, all got a story to tell. The girl with the short hair's parents won't speak to her no more.
Crosion's abortion clinic, you rape when we scrape them, no fetus can defeat us. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, subscribe. If you like me as a personality, like this video and leave a comment so YouTube's algorithm promotes me.
Yeah, and the waitress Julie is a poet now. She writes her stories on a paper towel. To publish them someday, she said she might. And the man in the back back, tips his hat as he stands